Hello, everyone. This is Ross from Retro Dream Beam. I'm an eBay seller full time. I've been doing this with my fiance Netta for a couple years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm about to go into what we were shipping out today on Tuesday, but it was a really crazy day yesterday because it was like 10:30 at night and we had zero actual sales, which was quite frustrating. Anetta did end and sell similar. I can't explain the trick. You can look it up from other people, but she ended up doing that. And then we had a bunch of stuff sell at the nighttime. Like I stayed up to like 3 in the morning or something. I don't know, just doing a bunch of stuff. We were both working on eBay super late, and then we both played video games afterwards. All right, so we did get some cool stuff. The total number is still pretty low, but the quantity was good enough, I guess. I like to at least do 10 items. All right, the first thing right here is this blockout miniature. This is a 32 millimeter sci-fi miniature. So when I was looking into it, this was the only one listed, like mine. It was a promo for a convention called Adepticon, which is mostly known for its Warhammer 40K stuff. But the convention, it used to be like a small one near my parents' place, and now it's actually just like a really big convention. I think they moved it. I forgot to what states. But yeah, this is one of those promos you get. There's a bunch of companies there that give out free miniatures. This is, like I said, blackout one. This sold for $20.99 plus shipping. Everything's going to be plus shipping. I've technically never been to Adepticon. I just thought it was interesting. It used to be like easy access for me. All right, next up is going to be this Deck Vault Ultra Pro deck box right here. These were really cool back in the day, so I'm going to talk a little bit about it. There's some mammoths here. There's a lady with like a javelin spear and another like gentleman guy in the back. There's like this dragon mountain, cool arts. There's a lot of these cool deck boxes back in the day. It says right here, limited edition. The kind of problem with these deck boxes is like the lid and stuff. The inside has kind of like a little, these are metal, which is fine. There's a rim on it. So if you're not careful, if you just trying to take out your deck box and kind of do like this, it's going to dink and dent like the sleeve edges around the rim. I know that's like super niche and sounds, it just sounds like, I can't think of the word, I guess, like people caring about small things, right? Little tiny things, but it does matter for people who play card games because you don't want certain sleeves to be dented because then you know what cards are coming up, or if you're cheating, I guess you do that on purpose then. All right, but yeah, this sold for $8.39. It is like a more vintage one. People still like to put card games and stuff in them, and if you're careful, you won't mess up your sleeves. I just thought it was worth mentioning. All right, moving along is really cool things. So not only do we sell like I would say like the wargaming miniatures, the fancy ones, the dollhouse stuff is very good. We sold a lot of our dollhouse stuff. This is a vintage Exacto, I think is the company. This is a dollhouse bed with the mattress right there. People love to build out like really crazy rooms. So think of like going into like a train village. There's also people that make full-on dollhouses and villages and stuff like that. People love miniature stuff all over the place. Some of the dollhouse stuff can be expensive. This sold for $11.33. We got a lot of that stuff a long time ago, so this is kind of like my last bits and remnants from that. But yeah, some of those pieces can go for a lot. All right, next up is going to be this Kate's Culhane hardcover book right here. It's like a ghost story. Don't know anything about the lore of this one. I like to pick up the unique kind of like graphic novels or books that kind of like look like this and stand out to me, where I'm like, oh, someone will enjoy this. They did end up picking it up. Went for $11.24. My cat's having a good time. She's just running all over the place. She's not in frame though right now. All right, moving along. This one, I don't know how to pronounce it. This is a soundtrack for a video game. I'm not sure which one. This is all in, I believe, German right here. The only thing that I can recognize is there's this word down here. So I already have it packaged up so it doesn't get like dirty and stuff. It says Spiel, which is game in German. This sold for $11.81, but I do like to get the like niche PC video game soundtrack stuff. People really like the music and stuff within games. All right, moving along, we have this one. I'm not too sure the meaning behind it. It says leave no trace. This is a patch. We've done pretty well with patches in the past, haven't gotten any in a while. This one is like 2 little footprints, and yeah, it says like leave no trace there. So I'm not sure if this is like just a generic phrase or political or pop culture or something. I'm not even sure where that goes to. That's $7.49. You know what that meaning is for that one? Okay, maybe murder mystery, leave no trace. All right. Next up, I think you ended up picking that one out, Annetta. I'm not sure where or when you got that one. All right, next up, this is going to be, sorry, it's kind of already wrapped up. This is an empty box, kind of. I guess I can take it out. I just wanted to not get dusty and stuff. Zombicide Wolfsburg. I'm not a fan of Zombicide, but a lot of people love this particular game. That's got people into the cool mini or not company. I'm just not big on zombies. This box or this expansion, if it was complete, would be pretty expensive, but it still has value because this has all of like the miniature containers and stuff like that. I was talking yesterday about how companies actually have like inserts for their stuff. You can put your cards, pieces, and then like that would come with a bunch of miniatures. So it is like, it's an empty box, as in there's no board game components, but it does have the storage for the actual components in there. $11.99. That was something someone was going to toss away, but it's cool. Someone's going to either use it as a bookshelf piece, or maybe they wanted the miniature containers. You never know what someone's grabbing something for. All right, next up is going to be Incomplete, the X-Files trivia game right here. Haven't played this one. It says Discover the Truth on the back. It looks really campy. It actually has, this is super cool. I played one of these games. I can't remember the name of it, like in like 15 years ago, one of these like VHS games. They're a lot of fun, honestly. So you have your like your board right here, very good condition. You have your little X's for your player pieces for the X-Files. There's a weird dice. And then you have your little VHS tape. Super cool. And then I think it was, I want to say it was just missing the rules right now. All right, the girls are messing around right now. It's very distracting. The kitty's cranky. All right, this sold for $39.99. I don't know if there's anything going on with X-Files, but I saw a lot of people looking and watching at our X-Files products, like anything from the cards to the board games. I saw them, us being able to send offers on it. All right, next up is going to be the last thing I have of this. Well, I have one more after this, and I'll explain it. So these are two character boards for the Gale Force 9, the Doctor Who, the Time of the Daleks, 5 to 6 player expansions. So each of these 5 to 6 player expansions would come with 2 Doctors and 2 miniatures and the cards to play with them. I got it, like these are kind of the last bit of remnants. So there's this Doctor card right here. This is like the player board. This is, oh, sorry, that was the TARDIS on the back. There's 2 of them. There's that one. And then there was one little miniature here. I forget which particular Doctor this is. I never watched Doctor Who. But yeah, I just put that there's three more bits and pieces. I didn't get any of these expansions complete. That sold for $8.39. The only thing I have left from the Doctor Who Time of the Dalek stuff is I have I believe it's the empty box. Just like so someone can like complete their thing, kind of like how someone picked up the Zombicide box. All right, last up is going to be the sci-fi game. This is Gunship Mark II Ground Attack version expansion right here. Don't know anything about this particular board game, but it looks like pretty, like it has a lot of pieces to it. So you have like your spaceships. You're going to have like a lot of different rules. It's probably a really fun in-depth game. I know this looks complicated to some people. I just don't have the base game, so I'm not too sure how like it plays. But look at all these like extra bits and expansion pieces that people get to add to their game. They get to add tokens, and it like basically gives more life to your board games when you get an expansion. Very weird. Like you can tell this is like awkward packaging. So yeah, this is a very hard one to list. I remember this went to a repeat buyer for $15. All right, that's everything. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help support us, take a look at our shop and grab something down below.